Guys, welcome to a new Let's Play on the channel. It is The Sinking City. I don't know anything about this game apart from that it's based on HP Lovecraft. I'm hoping it's something to do with Dagon, because I actually enjoy Dagon's story, and the Sinking Cities, or the Sinking City, it's city or cities, it reminds me of that a bit. But apart from that, I don't know anything. I've had a quick look at a couple of YouTube trailers and it does look interesting. It's something my stepdad gave me. He tried to play it but he couldn't get into it, so he's given it to me to see what I think. So yeah, so we shall give it a go. Also, I want to apologise for the state of my bed. I'm in the middle of, well, I'll say I was in the middle of changing my bedding, and I don't know if you can see him, just there, someone's decided to have a nap. So I don't know when I'm going to get the quilt cover on. Depends when his lordship decides to wake up, but he's proper like hammocked himself in the middle of it all, and it's like he's sleeping on a cloud. So I do apologise for the state of the bed. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Okay. Apologies as well if you can hear my PS4. I only took it apart the other, literally, I took it apart the other week to give it a clean. Oh, I've got a hat now, fedora, and now it's making a noise again.
If I never have to use it, something tells me I will.
Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Mass. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from the Oak Cross country are drawn to Oakman, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great, yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vandenberg. Okay, interesting. No idea who he is.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Monolith National Park is waiting
Never
for
trust
you.
a tourist advertisement.
I hope the audio and everything... Oh, what happened there? Can I not oh, that is a rifle, isn't it, that's wrapped up? It's two rifles. I hope the audio and everything's coming through a-okay. Folding camera, key evidence collected. Can I take a picture of that? I'm using a different software. I'm using OBS Elements to record. Hello.
Now get out.
Alright, jeebers. So I'm hoping that it comes out
At
alright.
last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I need somewhere to stay.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr.
He's very anonymous, isn't he?
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Wow, he could talk for England.
That's it for now.
Or Oakmont.
Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No, no. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Oh, I bet he is. Right, okay, so I'm guessing it's some sort of wow, that's a big octopus. Or is it a squid? I'm guessing, well, obviously it's some sort of detective noir type game. Seems very interesting. I haven't read anything by HP Lovecraft. I'm guessing that's Robert there. I haven't read anything by Lovecraft in years, but growing up, I used to watch a lot of like Lovecraft stuff. Like there's a couple of his films that I like, or based on his works. Like I said, one of them being.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Oh, is that a nod towards Titanic and her sister ship? I can't think what the sister ship's called now. I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's unreadable. We should never have done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor Unreadable, I fear what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. Unreadable. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Unreadable. In the end comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father. Unreadable. He's here. Are you scared? That's a sea diver.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong?
Is it the green? All evidence collected.
can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
So, like, growing up, one of my favourite films to watch was, oh god, how deep is that? If that car's sunk. Or maybe the car's just crushed. One of the films that I used to love watching in my teenage years was Dagon. I love that film, and I'm hoping that this game has something to do with it. So I know there's a lot of Call of Cthulhu games, and isn't... I'm going to prove how much of an idiot I am now. I'll probably have my nerd card revoked. You can try and list some Lovecraftian stuff. Isn't... there's a game on the 360, maybe PS3 as well. Can't be what it's called. I can see it. The case is an eye. Condemned, that's it. I think that's based around HP Lovecraft story, or it might be Edgar Allan Poe. I always get the stories muddled up between them two.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. But he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe it?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Man's got some mutton chops, hasn't he? Jeebus, shall I have a shave and do my mutton chops?
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. Now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the Shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
He's definitely sounds like Dagon.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton.
Are they inbreds?
Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Fair eye. have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. Was standing right in front of it.
You mentioned the lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Okay, so we've already explored evidences, contains crucial information about what to do and where to go next. To get evidence, interact with objects and people, combine clues in your mind palace, and take the photos. Take photos. A white frame in the camera viewfinder indicates if you are aiming correctly. Read evidence closely to identify important locations, and then pin it on the map to plan your route. Pin evidence on the HUD to keep track of your current goal. Press up to toggle on off. Hold to switch pinned evidence with R. You can also place evidence on the map and the HUD from the casebook screen. Select evidence and use pin evidence, pin on map. Okay. Right, so this game, it does seem very interesting and
I've
weird.
said everything I know.
Look at his feet. Why has he got no shoes on?
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Okay. These mutton chops, man. Do you reckon? I'm considering doing mine like that. Right, so this is supposedly the house. Right, so I can climb up. It's not very well maintained, is it, the house? There's a tentacle there. I swear, if this isn't to do with Dagon, I'm going to be very... More squid there. Very, very good. Oh, hello.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Let's see what you find.
Okay, that was a funny old laugh, wasn't it? I might have some Lovecraftian stories somewhere. I'm going to have to look. I know I've got a big book of Brothers...
Choo choo.
I've got a big book at... Ooh.
Choo choo.
Alcohol. I've got a big book of Brothers Grimm stories, and I think I've got an Edgar Allan Poe book or some short stories somewhere, and I've got like a big book of horror, so I'm gonna...
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
see if I do have one.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, man. Who are you? Are you police? I already told them everything.
That's okay. I'm Charles Reed, private eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. When he came back carrying Throgmorton's son, he was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
He put the guy in Lewis's room. he started to make these horrible sounds, and okay, my head began to burst, and he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fellow Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. That or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
It's not looking good for the Inmouths, is it?
Paul died.
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. May have mercy on his soul.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Okay, right, so new Mind Palace clue. What's Mind Palace? I don't even know what that... Oh. Right, okay. Mind Palace. Okay, switch to Mind Palace. Combine pairs of relevant clues to get evidence. Crucial information for the case is added to the case book. Deductions, explain this. Okay, right, so if I go to Mind Palace... The Thormontons and Innsmouthers are in an ongoing feud. Albert Thormonton behaved strangely after returning from the sea. He was mad, violent, and spoke gibberish. The fishermen suffered a sudden psychotic outbreak after Albert Thormonton regained consciousness. One fisherman is missing. Combine clues to make deductions. Okay, I don't think I can do that just yet. Oh, it's the light. Oh. Oh, has his face been bashed in?
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Oh, do you see that? Oh. I was only going to use Mind Sight to see if it revealed anything on his body, but did you see that little lizard thing that jumped to... oh. I have no idea what is going on. Are they claw marks or... What the frick of...
Yeah. Still hear the voices.
What the actual hell is going on? It looks like Silent Hill a bit.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
I think I meant to open this somehow, aren't I? Or not? Right, so Mind's Eye. Okay. Oh. Okay. So his son... Retrocognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past. Inspect enough evidence on the scene and a vision will emerge. Step into it to find all the critical scenes. Mark the scene and chronicle to gain no evidence. What part of me?
Take this, ape-face.
So, someone... What? Someone shot him. That's just a pocket watch. Oh, wait.
Yeah, run!
So who... Oh, there he is. I've no idea what's going on here. So do I go out? Okay, so we've learned a couple of things. So he was here. He got in a fight with someone. And then legged it. Don't think I was meant to go outside just yet. What are these numbers that are engraved? Like, or H or something. Is there any... Like there? What do they mean?
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Shell casings, gunpowder, and a metal scrap. Am I meant to... No.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
It does. Right, okay guys, I'm going to end this episode here because it's coming up to half an hour. And before I carry on, I want to make sure that everything is a-okay with the recording and the audio. So thank you very much for what I was going to say, for stopping by then. Like, I've just live streamed. I've been live streaming that much. I'm so used to it that it's been a while since I pre-recorded stuff. So yes, thank you very much for, I'm going to say it again, for stopping by. Thank you very much for watching the episode. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And we will continue with this in the next episode. So, yeah, do take care. Bye.